Hi, my name's Thomas Fluharty, and I'm a professional illustrator. I've been a professional illustrator and painter for over 30 years. I'm actually working on a book right now with a really good friend of mine, and the interesting thing, he's a childhood friend of mine, and we grew up right next door to each other. And he's been telling me about this book that he's been writing on Paul McCartney for a number of years. And growing up next to Tony, I was a huge Beatles fan as well. And my first question was, does the world really need another Paul McCartney book? As much as I love Paul McCartney, what else can you say? And so, what is new to say? And so, Tony told me he was writing this book, and I said, I'd love to. I've been drawing and painting Paul McCartney a lot for pop culture. I said, I would love to see what you're doing. I'd love to give you any imagery that you might need for the book. And so he gave me a chapter or two, and I read it, and I was actually blown away because it wasn't a typical book at all. It was actually a book written from a musician on Paul the musician, as Paul. There's a chapter, Paul the bass player, Paul the producer, Paul the drummer. It's really amazing book with insight from Tony, who's a musician himself. And so it's really like somebody dissecting all the Beatles songs and saying, hey, check out this line. And I've listened to these songs forever, but when he points it out, all of a sudden I hear the song in a new light. And it's really crazy. I really hope that this book becomes a reality, because I think it would be extremely cool to see sort of like an unmasking, or like an unraveling of a brilliance, which is really who McCartney is. So again, I just want to say that I'm behind this book, and I really hope that this book, Paul McCartney, from my great friend Tony Conley, comes into the light and really is a reality. So thank you very much.